I'm super excited because today we have a special visitor that's going to be talking about what the process looks like on getting approved for a home loan.
Hello, I'm Jessica Vaughn and I'm with Reno Home Loans and I'm here to answer all your questions.
Yeah, Jessica, so what should a buyer expect when they go for a pre-approval appointment? Like time frame, documents, what kind of questions will you be asking them?
You know, that's a great question, and it's pretty simple actually. I know that some people are kind of nervous to get the ball rolling, but it's just a quick phone call. We set up the appointment how they would like. We can do it over the phone, over the internet, come in person, and we're going to just be answering questions for them, pulling their credit, taking a full look of overall their financial situation. They're going to need some documents like their pay stubs, W-2s, bank statements, pretty easy, driver's license, that's about it. So it's a pretty simple, painless process to get it going and to find out what they can get pre-approved for.
So I know a common question that I have that comes across all the time. Is it a hard pull or is it a soft pull when we're looking at credit and evaluating it for a home loan?
Well, you know, you can pull a soft pull, but also, you know, it needs to be a hard pull truly to get the pre-approval and get into underwriting. Do you know what I mean? But if they, one hard pull's not gonna hurt.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And let's say, for example, a client shows up to the appointment, but everything is online, their pay stubs, their bank statements. Will that be an issue if they don't come to the table with copies of that?
Oh no, absolutely not. We can just start with the appointment. I mean, if they have the documents with them to come in, great. If they just want to come in and start talking about their options and what they can do, absolutely. Do whatever makes them feel most comfortable.
So I know a lot of clients will ask me this too, like maybe they might have a ding on their credit and they might not want to share what happened, or you know, possibly they had a BK in the past. Is that something that you talk about in the meeting?
Yes, absolutely. We do go over their credit report with them, let them know tips on how to, hey, you might want to do this. They can tell us, hey, this is what happened, get them on a plan how to recover from that, and that happens quite a bit. So, and we're here to help them.
Yeah, and in my experience, I think it's helpful when people are upfront and honest. We don't judge our clients, you know, we're there to help them. And so I think it's, as long as you have that open communication with both your realtor and your lender partner, I think it'll make the process a lot smoother. That's, from my experience, that's what I've seen.
Yes, absolutely. And there's so many people that, you know, they don't even know what they can do, you know, and they're so happy when they do realize that they have options. So, you know, it's worth taking a look and seeing what you can do.
You know, another question that I have is, let's say, for example, a client is approved at $600,000, but they don't quite feel comfortable with that payment, even though they can qualify. What are your steps with evaluating their comfort level and deciding what price they should be looking at?
Yeah, and that is a great question. You know, with my clients, I go over where they are comfortable. Even if they can go up to a certain level, what's their comfort zone where they want to stay? How do we get them there? You know, what programs are available for them? And we can go over all those options. It's not just going to be one single thing that they can do. So, and there's a lot of different ways that they can get there.
One of my favorite things is the down payment assistance programs. I know it's constantly changing, but I think that there's a lot of value there, especially when someone is coming into the market and doesn't really quite have enough funds, or maybe they have funds, but they can utilize that assistance to maybe help them with their buying power, negotiating.
Oh yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think that if you are a first-time home buyer, you should definitely look at all of your options that are out there for down payment assistance and how it can benefit you. You know, if you qualify for it and you have the ability, you need to reach out there and grab it and take advantage of it.
Yeah. What if somebody forgets to ask you during the consultation?
We go over, I'm quite detailed, and we go over the options that they have. Yeah. And especially if you're a first-time home buyer, we're going to be talking about if a down payment assistance program is going to benefit them or not. And what they want to do, you know, their overall financial gain in the transaction. You know, do they want to put money down? Do they want to look at the down payment assistance programs? It's really everything that they want to see and want to be able to learn about, and people are quite shocked sometimes how many options that they do have.
Yeah. Well, I think one of my favorite ones is the VA loans.
I love
if we can get buyers qualified under those programs. Tell us a little bit of the highlights of the VA loans.
You know, veteran loans are are amazing. You know, you want to get your certificate of eligibility ordered, which we can do for you, which is pretty easy. Get your loan application going. It's 100% that you can use as long as you have your full entitlement. The rates are exceptional for VAs as well, and there's no mortgage insurance. So unlike, you know, if you're going to go over 80% on other loans, you're going to have that mortgage insurance, and VAs do not.
I love it.
Oh, I love VA loans. I love our veterans.
What's really nice about that too is you can actually receive some discounts on the title side.
Oh yeah.
When you're in the military or a veteran.
Yep, you absolutely can. You can also receive the benefit of taxes too. So after you close a loan, you want to send in everything to the county assessors, and your taxes are over there as well. You want to make sure that you have it. You send in your certificate and everything else to make sure you have advantage of that as well.
So Jessica, if a buyer wants to qualify for a VA loan, what is that? I know there's a specific document that they need. What is that document?
Well, they do want their DD-214, but the document that you really need to get ordered is the certificate of eligibility. And sometimes through the VA portal, we will need their DD-214 to order it, but we can order it first and see if it just comes back automatically. So that is.
So if they're not quite sure how to get that, they can come to you.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We can. Yep. We can get it ordered in about 5 minutes and come back either good, or if we have sometimes they come back and there's something the veteran has to do, and to make sure that it's clear, because you don't want to have that be a problem in the middle of your escrow or at the very last minute.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good idea to get it ahead of time. That way we're not scrambling.
Absolutely. It's the first thing I ever did. I always do when they are a veteran is get that ordered.
Good.
Yep.
So another thing which I find kind of interesting is when we're at the end of a transaction and someone gets really excited because they're like, I have a great credit, I'm gonna buy a house, I think I need a new car. What are your thoughts on that?
No, don't do anything. It's don't charge credit cards up, don't open a credit card, don't buy a car, don't buy appliances, don't go to places and do all this stuff, because at the very end of your escrow, they are going to pull that inquiry to see if anything has popped up in the last 30 to 60 days, depending on how long your escrow is. And even if it doesn't affect your debt to income ratio, it could affect your close date, because things have to be re-verified, and that takes time. You have to get a credit supplement, all this stuff. So just don't do it. Just stay away from it. Wait until you get in your house, and then go to Target and buy stuff.
I've got to share this funny story. So I had a client, we went to the signing in the morning. They popped into my office and they were so excited. We had not closed yet. We were just waiting for recording. And I said, okay, don't buy anything, just, put a freeze on your credit cards, nothing until we actually go on record. And they said, oh, you mean like go to RC Willey and buy furniture? And I was like, yeah, don't do that. And they're like, well, what happens if we did? And I was like, I thought they were joking. And I was like, well, you need to let me know so we can fix it, but please tell me you didn't do that. And they're like, we actually did. And so I said, oh my goodness, we need to get on the phone with the lender right now. So the lender actually made them return the furniture, get a receipt saying that they had a zero balance. So it was kind of an ordeal.
Oh yeah.
But luckily we were able to do it within those couple hours that we were waiting. But it was kind of like, oh my goodness, because we were in that market where if you fall out of escrow, there's another buyer waiting for your house.
Absolutely.
So definitely don't buy anything major purchases during a transaction.
There's that joke, don't even buy toilet paper. But it can affect your closing, it can delay it, it can cost you money, or it could ultimately cost you the escrow.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So thank you so much, Jessica, for answering all our home buyer questions.
Of course, anytime.
We're going to continue to have so many more, and we'll bring you on and answer them. And so if you're thinking about buying a new home this year or even the next, give us a call. We would love to be your team and answer all those questions and get you through the process.
Absolutely. If you have any questions about the loan process, we are here to help you.
Give us a call.
Bye.